Hello and welcome to Mindful Monday. Today I'm speaking about how self-inquiry can help us navigate the greatest challenges of our evolution. Now, the greatest challenges of our evolution are those moments where we say or do something we later regret. We send a nasty email. We say or do something that we wonder, gosh, how could I have said that? How could I have hurt that person? And we aren't our best. Now, I've learned that there are always subtle signs, and you may even call them screeching alarms if we could just notice and pay attention to them, that tell us when we're going out of balance. And so today I'll share with you 3 ways on how you can use self-inquiry to navigate your greatest challenges to evolution. So the first tip is to notice the center of your energy. Now, we all have a center of gravity, literally our weight and the distribution of our weight and where that center is. But what about where the center of your energy or your awareness is? Now, oftentimes our center of energy, especially when we're about to lash out in anger or frustration, rises up into our chest or into our throats or even into our heads. And so the practical tip here is to bring your energy down. So you can try it with me here. You can close your eyes. You can let your arms relax however you would like them to rest. And just first take a moment to notice, where is the center of your energy? You may experience this as simply becoming aware of a place in your body. You may feel a pressure, or you may even sense or see or imagine a light. And so notice where it is now. Notice where the center of your energy is, or the center of your awareness. And then slowly start to bring it downward. And that can be as simple as breathing down into your belly, feeling the belly expand as you inhale, and feeling the belly gently come closer to the spine as you exhale, getting completely empty. Each time you inhale, send and stretch your breath downward into your legs and feet even. And exhale. And taking one more like that. And exhale. And just notice now, where is your center of energy? Do you feel a little bit more stable, a little bit more centered? And slowly coming back. I want to share with you the second tip. So the second tip is when you are about to be gripped by anger or fear or frustration or whatever it is that is taking you off center, there's always a physical sign that accompanies those emotions. Now, whenever I feel triggered, whenever I feel like someone said something that I find offensive or that I want to just interrupt them and say, now, that's not true, or wait a minute, I often feel it as a pressure around my chest. Now, you may feel differently. I'm not saying you have to feel it in your chest, but for me, this is what I feel. I often also feel a tar-like substance, almost like a feeling of something really thick and heavy and dark, just sort of clamping in around my chest. And I've come to learn that these are the alarm signs of, oh, watch out, I better get grounded because I may say or do something that I will later regret. And so the key for you is to notice, what are your signs? Is it a clenching in the throat, a tightening in the belly? Is it a feeling of darkness or a heaviness? And when you have those sensations, when you're in the moment of whatever's frustrating you, that can serve as an alarm to, hey, ground, center, take a deep breath, and watch your actions and watch your words. Now, the third way we can use self-inquiry to successfully navigate our greatest challenges and generally keep our cool is to choose contentment. Now, what do I mean by that? Sometimes we're gripped in frustration or anger or maybe even fear, and we want to lash out and say or do something that we know isn't the best course of action. But if we can know the bigger picture and see the bigger picture and choose the outcome that aligns with that, then we are able to choose contentment rather than be reacting to and gripped by our ego. Let me give you an example. So a few years ago, we had a business partner try to hire one of our key employees. Now, this may seem like normal business practice for some of you, but this wasn't just any business partner. This was someone who I'd considered a friend and had put in a tremendous amount of my own effort and time into helping them grow their business. Now, when I found out about this through the employee, I was livid. It took every ounce of self-awareness and self-management not to send a scathing email or message or snide remark. And of course, I crafted about 100 messages in my head as I ruminated over this because I was really pissed off. But what I realized was that the big picture is that this is a business partner and it wasn't a friend. I had confused the two, and this was a valuable business lesson. And so recognizing that this business partner did not share the same values was helpful to understand what they did care about, which was just cutthroat business. And so it was incredibly helpful for me to set boundaries on how I worked with this business partner. We continue to work with them today. And instead of lashing out and sending a nasty gram that could have burned a bridge, I didn't just roll over and accept it either. I was able to put boundaries in place and change the way I approached that relationship. In the end, the way I acted is in alignment with the big picture outcome that serves me best. So to summarize, self-inquiry is an incredibly valuable tool to help you navigate these challenges to evolution and to keeping your cool. The first one is to know and recognize your center of energy. By simply being aware of it, you will naturally bring it down and help you stay grounded and centered rather than flying off the handle. Number 2 is noticing the physical sensations, the subtle or loud screeching alarms, if you will, of knowing when you start to get consumed by that inner voice, your inner critic, or your ego. And the third is choosing contentment. Does your need to be right supersede the bigger picture? And knowing in that moment how to keep your cool. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you will leave me a comment, let me know any questions or any of your experience with these techniques, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.